You've probably been told you think too much, that you're weird for overanalyzing everything, that you need to just relax and go with the flow. But here's what nobody told you. Some of the habits that feel like your biggest flaws, they're actually signs your brain is running on a completely different level. Stay with me. Because the last one on this list is the one most people are too embarrassed to admit, and it might be the strongest sign of all. Number 1, you rehearse arguments that never happen. You're in the shower. Suddenly, you're in a full debate with someone who isn't there. You're making points, countering them. You even win, and then you feel a little silly about it. Don't. Research shows this mental rehearsal is your brain stress testing reality. You're not anxious, you're running simulations. High IQ people do this constantly because their brain refuses to be caught off guard. Number 2, you need noise to focus. Everyone tells you to find a quiet space to work, but you put on a playlist, open a coffee shop tab, or turn on a show you've seen 100 times. And that's when you actually get things done. Sounds counterproductive, right? Here's the thing. Your brain gets bored fast, so the background noise keeps the restless part of your mind occupied, while the deeper, sharper part locks in on the actual work. Psychology calls this cognitive load management. You figured it out on your own. Now habits 1 and 2, pretty common. But habit 3 is the one that genuinely surprises people, because most of us treat it like a character flaw our whole lives. Number 3, you abandon things when they stop being interesting. You get obsessed with something, you go all in, and then 3 weeks later, nothing. You've moved on. People call you inconsistent. You've probably called yourself that too. But here's what's actually happening. Your brain craves novelty, like a hunger. Once it's learned enough from something, it starts pulling toward the next challenge. That's not laziness. That's your brain constantly chasing growth. The problem isn't your follow-through. The problem is, nobody gave you goals big enough to hold your attention. Number 4, you hate small talk, but you'll talk for hours about one thing. How was your weekend? Ugh. You'd rather sit in silence than do that dance. But get you on a topic you actually care about? 3 hours disappear. You forget to eat. This isn't you being antisocial. This is you having a low tolerance for surface level connection. High IQ people need depth, not because they're snobs, but because shallow conversations genuinely don't register as rewarding to their brain. You're not broken. You're just wired for substance, okay? Last one. I promised this would be the most embarrassing, and I meant it. A lot of people do this secretly and think it means something is seriously wrong with them. Number 5, you talk to yourself out loud. Not just in your head, out loud. Walking around your apartment, narrating what you're doing, talking through a problem, like you're explaining it to an imaginary person. And you never tell anyone because, well, it sounds a little unhinged. Except research from psychologists Gary Lupien and Daniel Swigley shows that speaking thoughts out loud sharpens focus, activates memory, and helps you think more clearly under pressure. You're not losing it. You're externalizing your thinking process, something high-functioning minds do naturally to cut through mental noise. So next time someone gives you a weird look, just say you're running a board meeting, because honestly, you kind of are. Here's the thing nobody tells you. A lot of what you've been calling your flaws, they're just features that haven't been explained to you yet. If any of these hit home, drop a number in the comments. Which habit is you? I read every single one. And if you want more videos on how your brain actually works, not how people say it should, subscribe, because we're just getting started.